Welcome back. Let's try. Oh, again. Yeah, I don't know. Greetings, salutations. I am TNathan. Today is also the 1st of October, and welcome to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Hence the pink tonight. Yes, hence the pink. I don't know. Hold tight. Shoutcast. 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 I don't know. I'm going to leave it going. No one tells me anything. Hey, Gallery message you about other options for those masks. Gold, 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 or black and gold, black and silver. If you ask me, my favorite color is silver. That option. I know. Home and just cut all my hair off. Send me a picture. Prove it to me. Send me a picture. Yeah, send me a picture. You cut all your hair off. Greetings, salutations. Yeah. Besides being October the 1st and Breast Cancer Awareness Month, this is Conversations with TNathan. I'm the TNathan part of this equation. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the TNathan, and it's Conversations with TNathan, where we talk about social justice, news, all those relevant points from a uniquely black point of view. I'm the black guy in the room also. I'm the black guy. That people always, everybody's always smarter than me until they're not. Everybody's always smarter to me than they're not. It amazes me how people will try to tell me how to do something that they've never done before that I've been doing for the last 30 years. But privilege, it is nothing like it. It's nothing like listening to somebody talk to me, a white person, a white man especially, talk to me about how they feel or what they would do in this situation. And when I ask them when was the last time they were black, they look at me like, all right, I've got to see it. I got to see it first. Jay said he cut off all his hair. Jay said he cut off all his hair. Let me look at the picture. Jay, it's called lighting. Do you know what lighting is, Jay? All I see is your shadow here. I need some lighting. Yeah, Jay sends me a picture with no lighting. Listen, look at this. How am I supposed to see this, Jay? How do I see that? He's trying to hide. I can see his big ass glasses. And what's up? What's up? Yashi? Say it? Yeah, yeah. Yaski. That's Yaski just in the room. Greetings, salutation, everybody. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to government shutdown. A full day now. Almost full day. A couple more hours. Full day. 1 more hour would be 24 hours of into government shutdown. Oh, okay. There you go. There she is. Okay, I see it now. I see it now. Yeah. I mean, yeah, nice, nice, nice. So, we're going to talk about uh new things that I just have. Did you see? Have you seen it, Don? Have you seen him without his hair? Have you seen the new haircut that Jay has? He cut off all his hair, y'all. Cut off all his hair. What inspired you, Jay? What inspired you to cut off all your hair? Oh, you didn't send it to me? Yeah, he's cut off all his hair. And, you know, usually I do promos and I haven't had promos, but tonight we have a sponsor. And so a word from our sponsor.
Is your skin color holding you back? Are you tired of systemic prejudice ruining your day? I'd like to tell you about a new solution to racial inequality. White Squad, professional white advantage services. White Squad is a team of carefully selected white representatives who act on behalf of people of color. We're your stand-ins for life's racially unbalanced situations. Our team members are standing by to help you hail a cab, find a better apartment. Having legal troubles? White Squad will appear in court for you, giving you the full benefits of being a white person in the legal system. How do we do it? We've assembled a team of reassuring white people, each with unique areas of effectiveness. We pre-screen all of our employees to ensure their names and appearances provide maximum benefits to you. That's why our services come with a 100% advantage guarantee.
I had good grades, but I couldn't get a scholarship. Then I called White Squad, and I was decorating my dorm room in no time.
We'll work for you, and you, and you. White Squad, professional white advantage services.
Y'all like it? And that's a message from our sponsors. Yes, White Squad. That's a message from our sponsors. And yes, make sure you apply for a job with them, or if you need their services, they're at a reasonable level discount. Now, oh, now that we got White Squad out the way, thank you for letting me know. That's all I want. Hold on. Thank you for responding back. That's all I want, is some kind of input, so I know how to proceed. I didn't even know if my message was received. All right, so White Squad. Yes. Greetings and salutations, everyone. First, I want to start off before I get to any relevant shutdown information. I want to talk about something that I just found out as far as an executive order that has been signed by Donald Trump. This is the newest executive order signed by our commander in chief. It's interesting that it's dated for the 29th, but we just found out about it today. Assuring the security of the state of Qatar. Now, before I go into that, you all remember when we were talking about, or I was talking about the 747 that Qatarians had given to Donald Trump to use as Air Force One, that basically is going to wind up in his presidential library and have, but he's going to have access to it after he is no longer president. But it's going to take 3 years and billions of dollars to even rewire it, to make it, or to renovate it and get it up to standards to even be Air Force One. Then he gets to leave office with it. And everyone was saying, "Oh, it's just a gift. This is a gift." We don't have And I said, let's just wait. I just wait. I give it 6 months where we find out what this gift costs. Well, I was wrong, or was I? This happened in May, June, July, August, September. I was wrong. It didn't take 6 months. It only took four. Let me make sure this happened in May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, October. If I give it to 4 months, 5 months. Sorry. Yeah, but this is the other shoe. But listen. I don't know how many of y'all know what Article 5 of the NATO, of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization says. I'm going to get into that in just a minute. But I want to scroll down and tell you, I just want to read some of this with you all, right? By the authority invested in me, as the president, by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, and in recognition of the endurance alliance between the United States and the state of Qatar, it is hereby ordered. Over the years, the United States and the state of Qatar have been bound together by close cooperation. This is the same state that he called the terrorist sponsoring state. This is the same state, the state of Qatar country, that he called a terrorist sponsoring country. But now, and the close relationship of our armed forces, because we have a base in Qatar now, the state of Qatar has hosted United States forces, enabled critical structural operations, and stood as a steadfast ally in pursuit of peace, stability, and prosperity. Yes, especially since they are also one of the largest contributors to the Trump Bitcoin. But I digress. So is the UAE and Saudi Arabia. All of them. All of them. I guess we're going to get one of these for the UAE soon and Saudi Arabia. Just watch. Both in the Middle East and abroad, including as a mediator that has assisted the United States attempts to resolve significant regional and global conflicts. In recognition of this history and in light of the continual threats to the state of Qatar posed by foreign aggression, it is the policy of the United States to guarantee the security and territorial integrity of the state of Qatar. Again, external attack. Hold tight. I'm not finished. I'm not reading all this. I'm just reading the significant portions. The United States shall regard any, listen, listen, where was this when Israel attacked Qatar? Oh, yeah, that was an attack on Qatar's soil, but I digress. We're going to get to that. Where was this thing? The United States shall regard any armed attack on the territory, sovereignty, or critical infrastructure of the state of Qatar as a threat to the peace and security of the United States. Did y'all get all that? Did you get all that? I haven't got to Article 5 yet. First, that's why I be trying to turn the comments off sometimes when I'm talking. Because you all are not, everybody wants to show their intelligence. This is a structured thing. So is the this is the executive order. This is the executive order that costs. Oh, hold tight. Okay. Yeah. So this is the assuring the security of the state of Qatar. This is the executive order. It's dated September the 29th, but it just was posted on today. So that is that is what has been posted today. Now, what I was saying was before we dropped the gun, we were talking about the North Atlantic Treaty that led to NATO and Article 5. Since we're going to go down to Article 5. Now, this was done. The executive order I just read had nothing to do with Congress. And if you know anything about the Constitution, that's why I found the start of that so funny. Constitutionally, Congress has to approve treaties, right? Has to approve. But let's take a look at Article 5 of the NATO treaty. Parties agreed that an armed attack against one or more of them in Europe or North America shall be considered an attack against them all. And consequently, they agreed that if such an armed attack occurs, each of them, in exercise of the right of individual of collective self defiance recognized by Article 51 of the Charter of the United Nations, will assist the party or parties so attacked by taking forthwith individual and in concert with the other parties such actions as deemed necessary, including the use of armed forces to restore and maintain the security of the North Atlantic area. Any such armed attack and all measures taken as a result thereof shall immediately be reported to the Security Council. Such measures shall be terminated when the Security Council has taken the measures necessary to restore and maintain international peace and security. Um, Qatar isn't part of NATO, by the way. I'm just saying. I understand. Now you all can get free with your civil intellect in the conversation. Qatar is not a part of NATO. Never have, never will be. Okay, never will be. But I can tell you what Qatar, United Nations, the UAE, and Saudi Arabia has done, according to President of the United States, participated in terrorist activity sponsoring. Not to mention, you know, these countries also were partly and partial to financing um, 9/11. Good, good. I like that, Raven. You get it. So you get it. That it is just such a and MAGA. Where's MAGA's outrage right now? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. The we just entered into an Article 5 like executive order with Qatar. Yeah, don't get that plane for free. Didn't I tell you that? It's like I say, we told you that. We told not a personal plane. Yeah, this is hilarious to me. This is hilarious to me, and it's more hilarious when I was trolling. So I was trolling on X, right? All the conservatives that haven't blocked me over on X, I was trolling them with this information, and I might have some more blocks after I get off live tonight. And I was asking them, I'm saying, hey, are you all willing to die for Cutter? Because this is also, what I said is, I should have mentioned this is a one-way agreement. This is not like Cutter is coming to our defense if something happens. And then the situation with this treaty is, hey, but what happens? What happens if Cutter is attacked and we go into it and we get attacked? Does NATO have to come to our assistance? What is the only time that Article 5 has ever been put into effect? I know all of y'all know that. The only time that Article 5 has ever been called up was for who? Stop paying taxes for this shit. And Amy, I hear you, and I'm gonna address some of that too. I see I see a lot of people with a lot of ideas, and I'm like, have you thought them all the way through? I just want to know if you thought them all the way through. I'm fine. I just want to know if you thought them all the way through because I have some nice ideas I'm gonna make videos on how to end the government shutdown. And you all do understand I am not trying to save this country, right? So I'm gonna tell you, I'm just gonna talk about how do we have a government shutdown that works to the benefit of the people who are trying to dismantle the system that is America. But I don't know. I don't think you. I you all that really pay attention to me and really follow me. Do you not understand that is my goal? And after November 5th was you all's last chance to get me to work with you all cooperatively. Everything now is if I have to work behind your back to get what I need, I will be doing that. That means I will lie to the structure's face and pretend like it's hell. But all I'm trying to do is dismantle the government, and I'm trying to do it in a way where all of the roofing doesn't fall on marginalized communities. But understand, that's my plan. So take it. No, baby girl, burning it down sounds good. But if you're talking about burning it down and we are still burned in the process, that's not good strategy. That's not a good strategy. I know you all have been inundated with that as being so-called revolutionary speech, but we're in an age where we have to have tactical, strategical planning because it is not it is not liberation when we're just burning it down and it all falls down on us first and foremost. It is not burning it down when it disproportionately adversely affects marginalized groups of black and brown people. That's not going to work either. Because most of the time when I hear people talking about burning it down, they actually mean burning it down in a manner that the wealthy white people will still survive. They still will survive. So we're not. That's not what I'm talking about. So perhaps one room at a time. Yeah. So that's the part. So this is interesting. This is interesting to me because, like I say, this is one of the things I do by myself or sometimes with Petra because I can't get enough of you all to understand and do it with me. Social media we have lots of power on social media if we stop crying about algorithms and start understanding how we can use this to our benefit. But most of the time, people just crying about the algorithm. I don't make videos crying about the algorithm. I make videos showing you all why you don't see my videos, hoping to inspire you all to put me on your video watch list. Because at the end of the day, even videos that they take down, I tell you where to find them. I tell you where to find them. But most people, I'm not, I'm laughing. When I make a video and I post why TikTok is suppressing my video, it's laughter because I'm just doing it to show you that in spite of what they say, they are doing this. But I'm also calling you all out to say, you can't depend on the algorithm to show you anything except dance videos and coons and jigaboos. And if that is what you're doing, you're not bringing work to the revolution anyway. If you're sitting around and you're complaining about, oh, I don't see your videos anymore. Well, I make them. It's not because I don't make them. It's because you don't take it on yourself to do. If you can't rise above it and look for my videos on social media because my page stays the same, and you complain about the algorithm not showing them to you, you don't understand revolution and you're not willing to do the work to learn. That's simple. I'm here every night, 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, 11 o'clock Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, talking about these issues. And if you don't take the opportunity to tune in, that means you weren't looking for me in the first place. I get so tired of people say, I was looking for you. How you not looking for me? My name has been the same. You can look Savage Lokius. Even when I changed the other part, you can still look at that. So I just I just think it's funny to me that people say stuff like that when I'm literally still still. I don't wait on the algorithm to tell me what to talk about. You send most of us TikTok, so I don't see that. Yeah, it is. I do send the family a lot of my TikTok because it's stuff I want you to see. But literally, I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to do that. If you say you're really down with the revolution and the way I describe it and talk about it, then what if I have to continue? If I have to work to do that work and then work to get you to see it when it's just a click on my profile, then are you really down for what I'm talking about? Do you really care about? I have people saying, I was waiting on your tape for this. And I was like, I made this video 4 days ago. And you were really waiting, not waiting well enough to come to my page and look at it. Any of them? Yeah. That's a telling sign. Yes, I'm being critical. That's a very telling sign. And that's a you problem, not a me problem. Because I want revolutionaries that do the work. If you can't do the simple work of finding the philosophy, then I don't expect you to do the work when I'm talking about burning something down. I don't expect y'all to do that most of the time. So, still working on it. This app isn't going to help. The work is on us. Right. Conversations on you. Because I'm going to talk about things like this executive order. And we're going to talk about things like the reaction that government officials are giving in private to everything they heard yesterday. Yeah. No, listen, listen. I told myself after the poll, I would never send up another Discord. I would never do another Discord. The reason I don't do Discord is because um, bad. Oh, yeah, tell them. Yeah, you have to tell them because telling me is not. I'm going to always avoid Discord because I don't like. I don't like. I don't mind something, but I have a bad taste in my mouth about large groups that use Discord to say they're doing stuff when all of a sudden everything in Discord is also cannon fired when one of them get mad and they screenshot everything and people's private conversations. I don't trust enough people to have a Discord as far as just in general. Yeah. And if it's a Discord, just to tell people when I go live 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, 11 o'clock Eastern Time. And Now, if something happens, if something major happens, you can expect me to go live and talk about it. Yeah, as soon as I find out, like, okay, when Charlie Kirk was Kirk, I was live, and plus I have a phone. Your phone pronounces my name, and your phone pronounces my name incorrectly. You can hear my phone pronouncing your name. You can hear that. How do you hear it through my glasses? It's not my fault. It's the phone. It's the phone. Yep, the phone pronounces. I hear how you struggle. You called me Teen Nathan for so long. I was like, how is my phone not learning my vernacular? I'm not on Discord. I'm not. I have a Discord. Listen. I still have access to the full Discord. No one else does. No one else has. I feel like sometimes I'm rummaging around in the Discord like an anthropologist from the future, looking back on the past and realize, how did I miss this? Yeah, yeah. I have. I'm like some anthropologist running around. No more bat cave. Oh yeah, I have a bat. I have a. You're right. I don't have a bat cave. I have a Wakandan lab. Told you. You know I'm. I can't stand Bruce Wayne. He's I mean, he hang out, but yeah, Bruce Wayne is like. Uh, I watch. I'm gonna tell you, if I watch Batman movies, it's because I like everybody else in the movie except Batman. I be rooting for Ben. Like when Bane broke his back. Who is this? Petra. Oh, you just Petra. You just sent the message I sent you earlier. You just sent me a thumbs up emoji. Oh, now you're sending me photos. I can't see photos. I could see photos. I guess I could just set it, but I don't know. I'd be distracted for too long. The Wayne Foundation actually helped the community. What did the Kent Foundation do? Let me tell you. Nope. I'm not gonna. This is brief, you all, and any of y'all can get this. The Wayne Foundation did the bare minimum for his level of wealth. The Wayne Foundation, the Kent Foundation, at least did more. The Wayne Foundation, this man had the money to really put an input on crime in Gotham. It's just a blurred moment, but it's a blurred moment that's relevant. The Batman's Bruce Wayne, they had the foundational wealth to actually make a dent in crime in Gotham. And his idea was dressing up in a spandex suits with rubber nipples and spending money on gadgets to beat up low level criminals. Why the Joker always getting out of Arkham Asylum? Why? Because Batman didn't kill him. Why the Batman's rogue gallery? Yeah, they're just temporary, and they always it's like this one string. Gotham is corrupt because they won't kill their rogues. You see, Wonder Woman only has really one rogue that stays alive any amount of time, and that's Cheetah. All the rest of them, as soon as she gets a chance, she ain't got to worry about them invading Paradise, Themyscira, because he cut their heads off. All these people with the rogue galleries. That's why I'm not a hero. I believe I'm not a hero. I'm not a hero. If you threaten, I'm Doctor Doom. I'm more Apocalypse. Because if you threaten the mutants, then I figure you need to die. I don't have to worry about that threat again. You don't have to worry about it. And that's who I am in life. People like, why do I have the Apocalypse Hero? Because that is something I'm in life. Because I believe that there is no greater service than to the communities that I choose to have fellowship with. If I take the community that's trying to destroy us and I want to save it from natural disasters, then I am part of the problem of why my communities are always under threat. It's the truth. I told you. That's why people say, "Oh, you're a hero." I say, "Nope, I am not," because heroes will sacrifice members of their own community to save communities that don't care about them. That just makes me that would make me complicit in the destruction of my community while I'm talking about I'm a hero. Nope. I am I am I am apocalypse. I'm harsh on the mutants because I want them to be strong enough to be able to face the enemy. But no, I'm not working with the enemy. That's why I made the video. What was I going to show you? Let's see if I have it. I had more. I had more lined up than just white squad. Hold tight. Batman. No, Batman and Joker have a lover. They're lovers. They're lovers. They're not going to ever take out each other. Joker has never worked to take out Batman. He just worked to get his attention. He'll kill people around him because he's jealous. But yeah, they're they're in that macabre dance of love that they make other people believe that they're fighting for. No, that's why when the character that found out Batman's identity and he ran to Joker to tell him that they want to tell everybody, and Joker killed him. Joker know who Batman is. He doesn't want to kill him. He wants to continue that macabre dance. And that's the same principle that people say fighting oppression against the oppressor. They don't want to kill the oppressor. They want to continue that macabre dance because they get relevance and their identity is tied to being the opposite or so much seeming like the opposite of the oppressor. You know, active volcanoes. I better hope I never find a way to make portals to active volcanoes because I am going to eliminate any rogue gallery. If you're in my rogue gallery, it's open season. I am throwing you in an active volcano. I'm not trying. I think people think that. I don't know why people who know me more than 5 minutes don't understand. I am not trying to rehabilitate racists and bigots or Rocky Raccoons. That's why I don't do panel discussion. I saw somebody today in a panel, somebody I like, care about, and I were on a panel, and another man on the panel, called them a little boy, a black man, called a black man on a panel a little boy, and they stayed on the panel while people explained. I was in a, I wasn't even, I was just passing through, and I saw that because I was like, why is this person still on the panel? What point? And I don't understand that. What point? I don't understand these panel discussions anyway. Anyway, I really don't. At this point in time, I don't understand them because once, if I was the host, that's like Petra being up here with me, and somebody in here comes and say something that is a microaggression. Well, I'm just saying, if I had panel discussions, like that, they did a microaggression. And I'm sitting there like trying to explain to them why it was a microaggression. It's 2025. I'm not explaining microaggressions. I'm not. I'm not explaining why it is problematic for a white person to call a grown ass black man a little boy. What planet are we doing that on? It was just another live I said I would never go to again. Right, Patrick? It's just another live I said I won't go to because that hurt me. That hurt me that we have these spaces and we control these spaces and somehow we're still empaneling people that, and then people try to tell me something, well, I just want them to, you know me, I hate to say we play with our food. I don't play with my food. No adult I know plays with their food. What lions don't play with their food until they killed it. So if you're gonna play with your food, kill it first. Kill it and play with it. What do you mean you playing with your food when people are allowed to throw insults around to people that you're supposed to be in community with? What does that look like? What does that look like? And at a certain point, I only know little babies that play with their food. I don't even know children. The crumb snatchers don't play with their crumb snatchers. Fuck up some food. They eat food. So when I hear grown ass people telling me we play with our food here, I be like, you're just waiting to die. Because if anything keeps me alive long enough and talking about they playing with me, when I get close enough, I'm upping that thing and I'm taking them all out. So you're just signing on to your own death wishes. I went on a panel today. It was the last minutes of lunch, and I called the racist week. Did you drop them? Did you have the power to drop them? Because ask yourself, why was the racist on the panel in the first place? And what did you do if you didn't have the power to drop them, except give them more opportunity to expound their racism? Wishing it went this 2025. If that's what the best we can do, we're not doing anything then. People have been wishing and praying for 400 years, and they continue to get the same thing they got, but they keep wishing and praying. No, I'm not talking about in the comment section. I'm talking about on panels next to people. And most of these panels are predominantly black and brown, marginalized people from the LGBTQ community. And this is 2025, and people are still trying to have a conversation to convince the bigot that they're a bigot. The bigot knew they were a bigot when they came up there. You talked all over him. No, you didn't, because I guarantee he was still heard. You didn't have the power to hear him. He crashed out and left. I thought they had dropped him. No, they didn't drop him. He had accomplished his mission. That's like something. That's mission accomplished. She can say mission accomplished because now he's still the center of the conversation. Oh, you say the way I got him, yeah, and he's still walking around. He's still doing racist, bigoted shit outside of TikTok. Newsflash. Let me tell y'all something. Newsflash. Racism existed before TikTok, before AOL, and I hate to break it to you all, but in the same capacity that it exists today. That's why we listen to people maybe telling maybe like, oh, social media is the cause. Social media is not the cause of racism. That just be sounding so strange to me. It's like you really think that I don't know lynchings when they didn't have social media. The social media is the means in which they display their racism. Just like postcards used to be the means that they displayed their racism. Then telephones, then television. It's technology is not the cause of racism. Say it with me. All you people, and I be looking at people, they be running around, well, social media is the problem. So what was the problem when they didn't even have the telegraph when they were lynching Negroes? What was the problem then? When when Brandon Tina was being tied up in barbed wire, or Matthew Shepard was being killed, and they didn't have social media, like what was the problem then? When Stonewall happened, what social media? Are you all okay? I saw I saw to educate. I saw no education. I was empty vetting because that stalking had affected my job. Well, that's a whole different thing. Your job wasn't protected by you being there. Your job was protected by you telling your big brother the information he needs to know, and I just show up, and we never had that problem again. Yeah, that's the racist, not coach dang phone. I rather know you're at coast than you uh, show. Rather know or not is not even relevant still. It's not relevant. Like I understand why you say that, but at the end of the day, I just think some of you all don't notice racism because privilege in some cases, and some of y'all don't notice racism because they're your friends. You don't want to believe they're racist. You make excuses for their behavior. Um, at the end of the day, racism hasn't changed as far as its intent or its effect. We just have different tools that they utilize. The tools are not the problem either. Bigotry and racism existed before social media, before the telephone, before radio, before all of these things. Everything we get new with technology, AI. They say AI is racist. No, AI is actually just AI. It's whoever it learned from. That's what it is. That's why I tell you I don't fear AI because I coming up in a society where no matter what, whatever AI decides to do, unless it's going to inhabit a physical body, no real, whatever. What is it gonna rob me? What AI gonna do with my money? What AI gonna do with it? AI is not the reason that there's suffering in the world. AI is not the reason that there are people going to sleep hungry tonight. AI is not the reason that Donald Trump signed a mutual agreement, mutual pact with Qatar, one of the countries that supported 9/11 bombers. Not at all. Humanity is its own worst enemy, but it always looks to blame somebody else for its problem. And now AI, since we have the age of the Terminator, Terminators were good movies, but Skynet never made sense to me. They're good movies, but if I'm intellectually being honest, Skynet never made sense to me. Why would AI want to take over a organic world when it doesn't need anything from the organic world at that level? It was its power source was solar. It, humans couldn't harm and humans could even if humans destroyed their civilization, AI civilization would have still went on because they don't live under the same micro box that humans live in of a certain temperature and a certain amount of food. AI didn't need any of that, none of it. So that's why I say when I hear people with their AI fantasy nightmares, I tell them it doesn't make logical sense. Doesn't make logical sense. Oh, okay, Amy. So that's why I just be looking at people that be talking about it. I be like, still, AI is not going to shoot me while I'm walking down the street if I get pulled over by a cop. AI is not going to be the one that says get him. I don't know. Maybe it's just my privilege to not have to worry about AI. AI is not. When I ask AI questions, I take the answers and then I research as far as I need to know more. If I need to know more, I be just testing it, saying, "Hey, what do you know about Bacon's Rebellion?" It'll tell me all the historical points about Bacon's Rebellion that I already know, and then I asked it this question: "What do you think about Bacon's Rebellion?" And you know what it does? It goes back into all the logical data points to let me know that it doesn't think about Bacon's Rebellion. Truly, Skynet would cut their own world out of humanity's reach, right? I must be weird because I literally don't use AI like most people. I'm with you. I don't. Yeah, I don't. I'm not threatened by it. I'm not threatened by it. It's like I'm not scared of my calculator. I'm not scared of my computer. Technology in and of itself, and we have nuclear bombs on this planet. We have people researching biological weapons that that yeah, AI is not in my top 10 worries about things that can affect us. Even if, as a matter of fact, is AI help the people maintain it, it's still not the threat. It's just a tool. It's just a tool. I asked it a question about how to do IT stuff. I have conversations with AI about racism. I be trying. If racism, if AI could be trained, I'm doing my part to train it. I don't feel artificial intelligence. Now, if we develop synthetic intelligence, I might have some thoughts. But most people think synthetic intelligence and artificial intelligence is wrong, even though artificial is giving it away. Synthetic is a whole different thing. And I still wouldn't be scared of that because if we get something that is that good and it wants to annihilate us, then oh well. One way to end racism. AI helps me to write letters. Yeah, I asked AI why do Neanderthals take it in the back of the throat. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild. I asked AI to tell me stories about characters I make up. I make up characters, and I about 10 of them, and then I say, "AI, tell me a story." It tells me a story, and then I go read a book. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a. I also think that with true intellect comes an understanding of irrational fears. When I don't have, I don't have irrational fears. I don't. I don't have any irrational. Um, and in the things I do fear, it's not that I fear something happening to me as much as I fear something happening to someone I care about, and then I take action. If it's a reason to fear it, it's a reason to destroy it. Ask my best friend; they'll tell you. I feared for their safety, so I put the stepfather in the trunk of my car. Technically, was it my car? Was it my car? I mean, I paid for it, but it was in. Uh, just stories. I think I'll start to experiment with the AI for woodwork. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not worried about AI because another reason is even, you know, I think it's interesting that Amazon's upper management is worried about AI taking its job. But I'm not worried about AI. They have now. I understand why people like and do a certain trade, like Hollywood actors, and they have this new, is it Therese Hollywood? Therese, whatever her name is, right? This AI that is an actress. I thought that was so funny. I was like, literally, it's just like cartoons or animation. So, so which family member is going to end up in the trunk? I just like it to help me with those things. Right. I don't. I'll ask. I'll call Petra and ask her to ask, and she'll tell the AI something, and they'll tell me. It's like I'll look at it. Then I don't know. I think my intelligence outstrips any AI I've seen, and will continue to outstrip any AI I've seen, unless we get the synthetic intelligence. Because what AI is just about data points. AI doesn't have feelings. It doesn't. That's another reason why I said I don't fear AI. People with feelings and emotions are more dangerous than AI. They're more dangerous than AI. Yeah. And like I said, as a black man that has navigated the world for 57 years, be 58 years this month. Yeah, this is my birthday month. Every day is a birthday celebration. Um, I don't know. I have many more things to deal with than worrying about AI taking out a power grid because somebody told me to. All of you all remember, this is October. Pink. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Let's make sure we give a shout out to um, our breast cancer survivors and those who are going through it. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a live, and we're gonna talk about the statistics and mammograms and early detection and all of those things. And I'm going to invite some women up to either talk about their experience or talk about experiences and share stories. If you want to share your stories, especially if you're in the family, if you've had a breast cancer scare and you feel like sharing it, or if you know somebody who's a breast cancer survivor and you want to invite them over to talk about the story, let me know, and we'll definitely set something like that up. It's the whole month. It's the Libra season, fall back. I take over the whole month. Yes, October 28th. Matter of fact, because we do family birthday parties, my family birthday party will be October 4th. Yeah, wait. I'm gonna tell you, people realize with me, you can't just set up, you can't do surprise birthday parties for me because I'm not going to participate in your plans that I don't know of. If you try to surprise me with a birthday party, you better tell me in advance that you're surprising everybody else with my birthday party because I will be somewhere feeding those who have me homeless and won't be thinking about your party. You better tell me my family birthday is the 6th. Okay, yeah. Theme Park Drama Queen. What name? Theme Park Drama Queen. Do not now listen to Don also, right? Listen to Don when he says don't surprise me. I had a surprise birthday party in tech school. When I was in tech school, they tried to give me a surprise birthday party. There was blood involved, and and the party was like all of surprise blood. Oh no, I can't believe TNathan put you in the nose when I jumped from behind the door to wish him happy birthday. You better get him the medical. Don't jump out on me and say surprise, because I'm gonna surprise you. Robert, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Nephew, I want you happy. That's what I want for my birthday. I want you to be happy and safe. Everybody else, I want donations for those who happen to be homeless. I don't. That's what I want. I want donations for our coat drive, and I want donations for the trip to Memphis whenever we get a schedule, and donations to feed those who happen to be homeless. That's what I'm advocating from for the next 29 days. Every day, people ask me what I want for my birthday. I want donations to do the things we do, continue the things. That's what I want. I don't mind surprises. I'm gonna tell you. I guess it's kind of catch 22 with me. I don't like being surprised. I don't like being surprised. That's why sometimes you can't tell me certain things and tell me not to tell somebody if I think it's going to surprise them and catch them off guard. Because I'm like, I'm going to, if you don't tell me something is up and I find out that you knew and didn't tell me, I'm going to hold you responsible for my actions too. So, yeah, teach. So, what happened? The family. Shay, you don't even, yeah, I don't like surprise. So, how many of y'all saw the video of the young man? Let me see. Did I download that? I don't know if I did. Give me a moment.
Joe Biden wanted to talk to me. I
Oh,
was
I want y'all to
pleased
listen.
that the president had thought to give me a pre-debate pep talk.
Can
I'm
y'all hear
calling
this?
to wish you good luck, Joe said. But there was little warmth in his voice.
All right. For those of y'all who don't know, I had an early copy, audio copy of 107, Kamala Harris's new book. Right. I had an early audio copy. I listened to it on my way to St. Louis. Finished it up on the way back, and I would say this: if you haven't read it, everything I said that was going on behind the scenes of those 107 days of the Harris campaign, I was right. I was right. So I was just going to ask you if you had Kamala Harris's new book. Yes, I do. I was right. Okay, 4 minutes. What's tonight? Wednesday? Okay. I just received mine yesterday. All right. Well, I don't want to ruin for. I just want to play this some excerpt. I'm gonna play this excerpt from the book, and I want you to listen to this. I want you to listen to this.
Joe Biden wanted to talk to me. I was pleased that the president had thought to give me a pre-debate pep talk.
Now, this is the first debate she's having with Donald Trump, and Joe Biden calls her. Joe Biden calls her. The first debate she's about to have with Donald Trump.
I'm calling to wish you good luck, Joe said. but there was little warmth in his voice. Still, he thought to call. "I love you," I replied, smiling. "I'm about to go into the boxing ring." "You're going to do fine," he said. Then, with barely a pause, "By the way, are you going to be back in Philadelphia between now and the election?" Why is he asking that? I wondered. It seemed, under the circumstances, a non sequitur. I told him I wasn't sure. I'd certainly be back in Pennsylvania, but I'd have to check my schedule to see which locations. My brother called. He said he's been talking to a group of real power brokers in Philly. He rattled off several names. "Do you know them?" "No," I replied, thinking he was maybe going to offer to introduce me to them or call them on my behalf. But I was confused as to why he was raising this right now, on this day. Then he got to his point. His brother had told him that those guys were not going to support me because I'd been saying bad things about him. He wasn't inclined to believe it, he claimed, but he thought I should know in case my team had been encouraging me to put daylight between the two of us. "Okay, we'll have those guys talk to me directly," I said. "I'd like to meet them." Joe then rattled on about his own former debate performances. "I beat him the other time. I wasn't feeling well in that last one," he said. He continued to insist that his debate performance hadn't hurt him with the electorate. I was barely listening. He knew what it was like to be in my seat, getting ready to face Trump one-on-one. Indeed, he and Hillary Rodham Clinton were the only humans who knew what it was like. The pressure I was under before I would step onto that stage was immense. I just likened it to a fighter going into a boxing ring for the big prize fight. And that's what it felt like. Only worse because the outcome of my performance wasn't just a win or loss for me. It had grave consequences for the country, even for the world. My head had to be right. I had to be completely in the game. I just couldn't understand why he would call me right now and make it all about himself, distracting me with worry about hostile power brokers in the biggest city of the most important swing state.
Wow, huh? Listen, what you are, it's stuck. I'm telling you. Yes, it is. It is more than that. And if you all would like more excerpts, let me know. I will download some more from the book that I thought are relevant. But yes, everything I said. And then we talk about. She talks about the part when she felt like staffers on for Joe Biden were trying to undermine her campaign efforts. And I said, I remember talking about a lot of the undermining that was going on in the Harrison campaign. The calls were coming from inside the House. It was the way Joe Biden. Remember the time I talked about Joe Biden going to Philadelphia and going to the fire station and putting on the MAGA hat and changing. He told me he wanted to change the hat and give him a President of the United States hat. And I told you that was some bullshit. No, that was some weak ass bullshit. Yeah, it was intentional. It was intentional. Why was she surprised? I'm gonna tell you why she was surprised, Don, because she genuinely loved Joe Biden. She did. She genuinely when you come through this book, this is the book of somebody who started off loving somebody, and by the end of the book realized that person didn't have their best interest at heart. And also, I'm gonna tell you something else about this book. I was a Dougie fan from the day when the crazy person jumped on the stage where Kamala Harris was and tried to take the mic from her. And the first person on the stage was not Secret Service or not security. It was Dougie. And I was like, I rock with you, Dougie. But listening to the advice he tried to give her, he gave her good advice, but and she acknowledges it was good advice, but he told her. He also told her in there. She told her, she says, I've never been vice president. I've never run for president. I just tell you what I see, but I understand however you have to navigate it. I am here with you. Of course, me, I would have took the challenge as like if I just eliminate the threats, then I don't have to worry about it. I'll just pretend the same thing. But I understand everybody can't be eliminating threats. But he gave good advice. He told her, he warned her about a lot of things. And she understood the warning, but she had to go through it anyway. So it is, oh, yeah, hold on. GCPR. I have to log out because, you know, somebody's somebody's side piece is over here telling me I gotta log out. All right, GCPR. See you tomorrow, Thursday night. We'll be right back at it. 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, 11 o'clock Eastern Time. Peace. DJ, you got it? It's on you. All right. Let me close everything over here so we don't wind up and somebody's live and they be like, ah, side pieces. I said pieces too, not just one. Yeah. Who's up for family auto book night? But yeah, listen, there's so many audio books I would like to share, but I realized I can only sell them in excerpts because it is movie night this weekend. We got the long walk and something else. Let's see. Oh, while I look at that, I want to play something else that's going to make you all 38 hot. I know some of y'all seen my video on this, and some of y'all haven't. But let's
I'm
see.
in sick.
You're sick. Can we sing happy birthday to you? All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear legend. Happy birthday to you. Would you like the funny song now that I sing to you? Okay, it goes like this. Happy birthday to you. You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey, and you smell like one, two. Woo! Give a clap, everybody. Happy birthday, legend.
Oh, TikTok intervened right on time. Yeah, so you heard that, right? This is in Pope County, Florida. This is in Pope County, Florida. And I went to, let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna see. If you know me, I'm not big on comments. I'm gonna leave legend there for a while. Quiet talk. What would compel you to say something that even as a bigot you would think they value their job? You know what? I gotta do it now, Pirate. I gotta show you why. So y'all remember Legend? We're gonna come back to Legend, right? But I went to the Facebook page. I went to the Facebook page of Pope County School System. If you haven't, and let's go. I want to show you something. I want to show you something. This is Pope County, Florida. Pope County Public School System, right? Um, and I want to share with you. I think I put the statement they released up in their I put the statement they released. Here it is. All right. Let's I just had to make sure y'all we're gonna go behind the scenes of my own Facebook page. Yes, I have Facebook. I just don't utilize it much except for family. All right. So this is Pope County school system. Pope County Public School have been made aware of a video of a teacher singing to an elementary student and his classmates. This is now being reviewed by the district staff and our HR department. We understand and share the concerns about the teacher's actions and judgment. As a public school system, we serve students and families of all cultures and backgrounds. We expect our employees to keep that in mind as they interact with others. This is the statement, right? And on its surface, I was hoping people figured out the number, but I wanna scroll down. I want to scroll down to the comment section. Bum, 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 bum. I want you to look at some of these these comments, right? Welcome to the participation trophy era of parenting. What's next? Nursery rhymes? Had me thinking she was singing in the club to these kids. This is one of my favorites. My son had this teacher years ago, and I asked him if she had a special birthday song she sing to everyone. Without missing a beat, he giggled at the memory and sang it for me. The kid wasn't singled out. It was a silly tradition this teacher has with all of her students. This is the comment section. Also, all these people are white in the comment section. I know that teacher that sing the song. I noticed it right off the bat by the voice. She was my oldest child's teacher, and she is by far one of the best teachers at Floral Avenue. I highly doubt she meant anything wrong or ill intent. Yeah, this is the comment section. This is the comment section on this. I sing this to my kids and the Jingle Bell Batman smell version of Christmas song. Did we just conflate Jingle Bell Batman spells with calling the black child one of the few black children in the class a monkey and lives in a zoo? We sing this to each other in the 90s in an all white town. How is that racist? Do we really have to explain this in 2025? Do we really have to explain this in 2025? Goes back to like the person calling a grown ass man a black man little boy. I call everybody little boy. Normally I can understand ignorance, but there can't be any way she didn't know the optics. And she recorded it. Listen, she recorded it. I told you. Ignorance, nope. I get so tired of you all using the word ignorant and racist when I mention racism. I really get tired of that. This is choice. Bigotry, implicit. You have been doing this. You are a teacher, and you mean to tell me optics be damned. The idea that it never crosses your mind that referring to a little black boy as a monkey and living in a zoo is just not good. No, because your privilege makes you think because you've done it to little white kids in the past that it's okay. That's privilege to not notice racial insensitivity. And I'm gonna go back to this. I'm going back to something because I want you to look at his face when she sings this song. I want you to look at his face. Look at his
I'm
face.
sick. You're sick. Can we sing happy birthday to you? All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear legend. Happy birthday to you. Would you like the funny song now that I sing to you? Okay, it goes like this. Happy birthday to you. You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey and you smell 5, everybody. Happy birthday, Legend.
Do you see Legend's face? Do you see Legend's face? Already at 6. Already at 6. He know. He know. At 6. We know. Legend looking like this bitch just called me a monkey and tell me I live in a zoo. It is heartbreaking to look at this man. This little man went from being happy to have his birthday acknowledged to looking like, what the fuck? I hope Legend's parents sue the school. Didn't we have a conversation about suing last night? What are they gonna sue for? What are we gonna sue for? I know you all think suit is the answer. My answer is to end this. And it's not gonna be ending because taxpayers are covering. She's not gonna pay any money. She don't have no deep pockets. She's not paying any money. His parents will be paying their own suit if they're not getting any money from a suit. I'm going to disabuse you all of that knowledge. If they hire a lawyer, they take it to court, they're gonna wind up losing money because they're gonna have to pay the lawyer because the jury in there, the liability jury, gonna be like, oh, it was harmless. I know. You all because Ben Crump got you all fooled into thinking there are large lawsuits coming out of these microaggressions. They're not. But I'm gonna tell you what would help. I'll tell you what would help would give the next teacher pause if pause were involved. The next teacher would take pause if pause were involved. It's not about hurting pockets. You all could continue to believe that addressing capitalism in that manner helps. But if that was the case, police forces would be murdering unarmed black men as many $1 million if they paid out of pocket. You know why? Because none of the officers involved paid out of pocket except the same that taxpayers in their areas paid. You all live under a delusion. Yeah, a delusion. Racism has never answered to fines or any of that. What it answers to is fear. That's what it answers to, fear. She filmed this. Kimberly here, that's the teacher's name. Kimberly filmed this. I'm not in delusion. I want to learn, but I am not in delusion. Don't take it personally. It's not meant towards you personally. It's meant to that process of thinking that this works. It doesn't work. I'm telling you, it doesn't. Because if it works, we've been suing since we have gotten the ability to be more than just fourth class citizens and moved up to third class citizens. We have listen. One of the strongest women I knew was a friend of mine's mother named Beulah May McDonald. And my friend Michael was lynched in 1981 in Alabama. He was lynched in Alabama. She sued the Klan. And people say, oh, she sued the Klan out of existence. No, she didn't even get all the money that she won from that suit before she died to be with her son, right? She didn't. But the Klan took a little financial hit. The Klan is still here. $7 million. That's $7 million. You see all the red on that map from the 2025 election, 24 election. I understand that I want this to end too, but how? It doesn't end, let me tell you, it doesn't end by doing the same insanity we've always done. What's the operational definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. I tell people how to end it every night. Every night I talk about it. I talk about understanding the effective use of violence. I talk about a system that is not broken because a lot of people think the system is broken. It is not. It's working exactly the way it was designed to work and running. By the time, right? Let's say, what is what is the lawsuit? What is the lawsuit here? You're suing the school board too? You're suing anything that everybody had anything to do with her being hired? What's the lawsuit? What is the tort claim you're going to make? Emotional distress? How you gonna prove it? What's going to happen is their family is going to be out a lot of money they don't have. Somebody said emotional damage. I'm gonna bite my phone. Yeah, that's why I showed you all the comments in Polk County where if this did go to trial, these are the people who are going to make up the jury. Okay, let me go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. I think it's still under here. Yeah, let's go back. These are the people. I did a demographic search of Polk County, Florida. These are the people in Polk County. The people commenting on this are in Polk County. This has thousands of comments under. Thousands. I'm definitely saying that to all my children at some point. I feel like maybe she did not mean it as how everybody thinks she did. I sung this song to my kids all the time. It's not racist. It's been around and sung to people for many years. It was even featured in a kids movie. Get over it, right? This is the jury pool that you're introducing. Like I say, I'm not doing this to be mean. I'm doing it to show you something. One, the behavior is not in line with our policies and may result in gift suspension. Reason, reproducing content. Um, that's what TikTok is telling me. I'm reproducing content because what I'm showing, they don't like me showing that. Hold on, something else I wanted to show you. That's it.
A good set of niggers here, and they don't want to be disturbed. They really are. I have one that I just love. She nursed my children for about 6 years, and I wouldn't have her want for a thing if I found out that she needed something. And I was right amused when my daughter from Arlington, Virginia came down. She was one of the children that Missy had nursed. And I got my son to drive us out to see Missy. And she had also nursed him. And his little boy was in the car with us. And when Missy came out, she said, "Look at my children." And she put her arm right around William's shoulder. And the little boy just looked up at her, He didn't know what to make of it. And I said, "Listen, Billy, she was a mother to him for a while. I'll tell you, she's helped nurse him." And so that's the association we had with them, and I presume there's still some good ones around. Of course, there are some getting some ideas, and that's all right. That's progress. But we've got some mighty good donkeys here.
Year I was born, diabolical, right? The year I was born. Year I was born. Mighty good darkies. They said dark. She said darky. My My AI, um, my AI program didn't trans doesn't translate well yet. I'm still training it. She said darkies, not donkeys. She said we have some mighty good darkies around. Yeah, I'm still training my AI um, caption program, and that is AI couldn't even believe it. She said darky. No, she must have said donkey. She didn't say darkies, did she? That's my yeah. My AI gonna be said, sir, it's about to go down. What happened? What happened? What's about to go down? What's going on in the comment section? What I miss? What I miss? What happened? What happened, Reese? Who's threatening you? You did you call Reese's son? Did you call my moderator's son? She coming out the side of her neck at me like she trying to cut down. Did you call my moderator's son? I'm waiting on an answer. You know what? I don't need an answer. Handle your business, Reese. Yeah, this listen. Reese, handle your business. Um, you missed the point. We just went over a whole thing about calling people that are black certain things. Yes, I literally just went over it, didn't I? I just literally went over and told you about somebody calling some a grown ass black man little boy, and you call a woman you don't even know son. Is so condescending. Yeah. Your live is not eligible and restricted in search engine because it contains unoriginal or reproduced content. Okay. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. We're about to get out of here anyway. Yeah. See, that's what I mean, right? That's what I'll be talking about when I talk about. Oh, thanks for the galaxy. When I be talking about how people she worried about being on a list in here. A list of what? Hmm, yeah, a list of what? But anyway, a watch list. You're not important enough to be on a watch list. And see, that's what I mean. People cannot convince me they're ready for the revolution if that's how they act about being called what they are. You're soft. You're soft. You're soft. When I'm succinctly explaining to you why certain things don't work from a historical perspective, when I give you the information that says who's going to be paying for this lawsuit, the family, and if they win anything, the lawyer gonna get most of it, and then taxpayers are gonna pay that. How does that help? After 9/11, I was on that list that didn't stop me. Oh yeah. Oh, that list. Listen, I'll be listening to people talking about. If you followed me for a while, you'll know FBI has shown up in my house. I got FBI cards. FBI has shown up at my house mm, plenty of time, even before I got went back on parole on a probation violation for traveling around the country protesting. Yeah, pro- FBI had come to my house before. I had cards of them. They come to my house and say, "Hey, we got information about you saying this, and this," and I'd be like, and historical context necessary. I'm tired of niggas pretending to pass. I'm tired of people who Black as Fuck History is the book I'm listening to. It just kicked in. I'm tired of people who look like me. acting like this insanity has worked in the past, that we're fighting for the same thing in 2025 that we were fighting for when I was born in 1967. And while the oppressor is evolving the way they do battle, we're still holding on to that one victory that we didn't even win a battle. We won a skirmish. We're hanging on to that like that is going to help us win the battle. But then when somebody points it out to you all, that that's a bunch of bullshit now, people get mad and in their feelings. I'll tell you something. People don't understand. It amazes me when people see me make a video and I'm smiling or something and they think I'm not happy with who I am most of the time. I'm happy with myself all the time. With myself, I'm happy with who I am. I've worked for this happiness for 58 years. Just because I'm talking about something serious and I'm not sitting here sucking and jiving about it doesn't mean I'm not happy with who I am. When people tell me that, I'll be like, y'all just don't know. You just don't know. I am happy. So when I hear people shucking and jiving, even when I'm getting on people, I'm not thinking about this is a reflection on my happiness. It's a reflection on people who don't study or don't like to be confronted. They don't. People don't like to be confronted in their little pink house and told that you're not doing anything to end racism because they want to believe that. Did you all see the video I made with a woman? I don't want to inundate you all with a lot of videos, right? But go to my backup page. This woman left a comment telling me, I'm gonna read the comment to you, right? And the video's on my backup page. I want to read this comment she left. And I ate her up, of course, because, it's what I do. It's what I do. It's me. Hold on. Dum, bum, 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 bum. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. All right. Because people leave these comments, and then when I do react to them, they be like, "Oh, I'm sorry," because they left a comment talking about they were sorry. So I made a video calling people sitting out weak ass bitches, right? And it was in accordance with the ICE raid that went down in Chicago over this weekend. On Monday night into Tuesday morning. ICE raided a black section of Chicago, talking about they were looking for TN and Tego street Venezuelans gang, right? So they left a comment on that video where I called people sitting out weak ass bitches. And they said the following: weak ass bitch here. I'm not leaving my fishing trip anytime soon because someone who hasn't organized so much as a field trip to the local White Castles decided that hurling insults to people he'll eventually need was a push to action. That's what they said. That's what they said. They said I had not organized a trip to White Castle, and me hurling insults at them was not a push to action, right? Testing one, two, three. The sound. Oh, that must be your sounds. So of course, I, being the nice person I am, I responded respectfully and with a video. I am the nice person that I am, right? Yeah. I think I called them a couple more weak ass bitches, and I said I have never, will never need a weak ass bitch for anything. I might have said that. I probably said that. I went on to talk about history. I say I could do this for my camera roll alone, and I'm not just talking about yesterday. Um, and so then after I posted the video, right, and they wanted me to take it down because they apologized. They said, "Thank you for your correction. I don't make it a habit to disrespect or mock someone like you. I am the same skin color as yours, and I respectfully ask to forgive my ignorance regarding your effort. Let me tell you, you know why I don't make missteps like that? Because even when I do think about going after somebody, I look at their content. I scroll randomly through their content. Yeah, I scroll randomly through their content and look for it. I look at it. So when you say you don't make it a habit of mocking people like me, but you mocked me without thinking I'm just hurling insult. I don't give a fuck about a weak ass bitch. And if you know me, you know that. Especially when you label yourself a weak ass bitch that's sitting out on your fishing trip. And then you tell me, I also ended the video, you're right though. I have never organized a field trip to White Castles because I don't eat it. I don't eat it. Did, did anything see the TikTok he's talking about? It's on my backup page. Go, is it still up, Jay? Listen, I might need to check. Is the TikTok still up? You know how it gets. I'm thinking, oh, it's still up. Both of them. There it is. I think it's been reported though. Yeah, it's probably been reported. But yeah, they apologized in the comments. Yeah, I think I saw it in the combo. Yeah. So yeah, it's still up, but it's been banned. Now the video before that, she commented, and I said she because I went to the page and I looked at it. You have nothing but bullshit on your page. You can't talk about me. All right, I'm back. I was watching your video. That's all right. We're out of here. Let me cut down.